All right.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the LifeVantage Opportunity Overview. We are Dr. Dondee and Marci Nettles, and we want to welcome you. We know it's a Tuesday night, and there's other things you could be doing, but we are super blessed that you are here live with us, or you're watching this on the replay. So as you can see, the title of tonight is the Ultimate Biohacker's Guide to Taking Control of Your Own Biology. But before we get into the content, let's get into our story and how we became your presenters tonight. As I said, my name is Dr. Dondee. This is my beautiful wife, Marci. I was a family wellness chiropractor for many years, had a wonderful practice, a booming practice. In fact, we had the fourth largest practice in the state of Arizona when I sold it. And I had an AM talk radio show every Saturday from noon to 1. My passion, my purpose is educating people about their health and how to be self-sufficient. And it was great. It was very, very successful, and I loved it. Then fatherhood came into my life. My son was born in 2006, and my priorities changed. My entire world changed overnight, but unfortunately my calendar could not. And while I wanted to be home badly with my son, I left in the morning, early in the morning when he was asleep, and I would come home late at night when he was asleep. And for the first 3 years of his life, I had a relationship with a boy that I was kissing on the forehead and moving the hair from his eyes as I watched him sleep. And then my daughter was born, and I realized nothing was going to change until something changed where I could be a stay-at-home dad, or at least a part-time dad. I was 80 to 90 hours a week outside my home with my practice and my radio show, and something literally had to give. And when I saw the information that we're sharing with you tonight, and I don't know if it's going to be for you or not, but it changed my life so dramatically that after a year of working with the information that we're going to share with you, I was able to build the business such that I sold my practice outright, and I became a full-time stay-at-home father, met my beautiful wife, Marci, through this business, and now we are stay-at-home parents and grandparents running a global business from home.
And you know what, guys, this is my first time ever doing this type of business. So if you've never been an entrepreneur or in network marketing before, don't worry about it. You know, I used to be a police officer. That was my career. I was for almost 10 years here in the state of Arizona, and I loved it. I got paid well. I worked for an agency that paid more than any other agency, but I learned some really hard lessons. Number one, I was like many of you and had to make those hard choices of when I went to work and when I was a parent. My kids were only 6 and 9 when I went through the law enforcement academy. And so I chose to work graveyards the majority of my career, which meant I was always exhausted. I was there for things, but I was always tired. And so it was almost like I wasn't there, but I was able to pay the bills, right? But another thing that I was not happy about, and I learned really hard in August of 2009, is that when you have to go to work and give someone else your time and they put a value on it and sign a paycheck before you can pay your bills, you're never in control. And at any time, something can happen that can take that away from you. And that happened when I was in a car accident on duty that ended my career that fast. It took my identity, what I had thought was my purpose, and I ended up severely depressed. I had to have several surgeries throughout my spine. I also had a brain injury, and it made life difficult. I lost my income, obviously, and so paying the bills just wasn't happening. Ended up losing a house, went through a divorce of a marriage that was already difficult. And I ended up on a lot of prescription medication that had warning labels on them that said may cause suicidal tendencies. And because of all of these different things combined, I actually had 4 suicide attempts before some very dear friends of mine saw this information we're going to share with you tonight, and they shared it with me. And I had hope for the first time in 18 months since my accident that there was purpose for me again, and that I could get my mind and my body functioning at the level that I deserved to have it function. And since that time, oh my gosh, we've built this amazing business with amazing people, helping them get more out of life, what they're looking for, time with their friends and family, time and money, resources to be able to help people. And we have the vision of helping as many of you that catch this vision like we have it, accomplish whatever goals you set by working together as a team. So we're excited to be here tonight with you to help you understand how you can actually take control of your own biology with a business with LifeVantage.
Absolutely. And we're now in what is being called the new gig economy. And that term was coined by Intuit, the company that brings you TurboTax and Quicken and QuickBooks. And it's been said that by next year, 2020, 40% of the global workforce will be part-time or working in this gig economy. And there's companies like Uber, Uber has changed the way people get from point A to point B by using the magic of a cell phone for the rider and the driver, and it's profitable. Airbnb has allowed people with spare bedrooms to rent them out to people that are looking for a place to sleep, do it through their smartphone or cellular device, and make money. Facebook, I mean, it changed the way the human species communicates with one another through cyberspace, and Amazon has changed the way we buy things. The e-commerce has changed everything, and we all love free shipping. So these 4 companies that were profiled, and there's many more, have capitalized on this gig economy where people are working part-time to make money, and our business fits perfectly into this model as well.
And not only is this technology helping us form new ways of thinking about how we're going to make money, but there's new technology out there that is giving us the understanding that we can take control of our own DNA. And we can do that through a new field called Nutrigenomics. And it's super exciting because LifeVantage is actually at the forefront of this new technology. So what is Nutrigenomics? It is the scientific study of the interaction of nutrition and genes, especially with regard to the prevention or treatment of disease. Prevention or treatment of disease. So we have all kinds of third-party validation that we're going to be sharing with you tonight, starting here with the Today Show. They said the latest trend in nutrition isn't a fad diet or newly discovered supplement. It's your DNA. And then Fox News also said Nutrigenomics is changing everything. Where we once thought we were powerless is now an area over which we have at least some control. The ability to use nutrition to affect our genes means that we're no longer at the mercy of our DNA. And it's super exciting being at the forefront of this because this projected market is expected to reach over $17 billion by the year 2023. It's a lot of money.
Seriously. Now this has given us the choice between being voluntarily hijacked, which most of us are every day, and biohacking. So hijacking is taking over something and using it for a destructive purpose. Many of us, like I said, are voluntarily going through this, or maybe even involuntarily, you just weren't aware of the significance. Like right now, as I mentioned, there's people with 2, 3, and 4 side jobs to try to make ends meet, and they're physically taxing their bodies to the limits. There's people that are emotionally stressed out by that. When the money runs out and there's still a week left in the month, it causes mental anguish. Biochemically, look in your pantries and refrigerators and all the colors and the dyes and the numbers this and the names you can't pronounce. These ingredients that are being scientifically developed, they're not from nature. These are hijacking ways we're hijacking our body. Toxins are everywhere. Look at the air pollution, water pollution, pesticide pollution everywhere. And EMF, every time you take a call or you're on your Wi-Fi device, your cellular device, there's artificial lighting everywhere. Guys, our bodies are literally being bombarded or hijacked every single day. Well, now we have a choice, a common sense choice to take advantage and take literally control of our own biology by doing what? By optimizing our genetic potential, literally like Marci said, our DNA, becoming the best versions of ourselves and the people we were born to be, using this thing called nutrigenomics, which again is the research of how nutrients and natural compounds affect our genes. Watch this short video where there's 2 technologies that we have brought to market in the biohacking space.
Take a deep breath. Hold it. Now gently exhale. Ironically, while oxygen is necessary for all human life, it is also the element that is at the root of the aging process. That's because oxidative stress, which is a toxic level of reactive oxygen in your cells, is one of the primary causes of cell damage and the adverse effects of aging. It's almost as if your cells were slowly rusting from the inside. There's no stopping the process, but as with rust, there are ways to slow it down, to inhibit the aging process, and even reverse oxidative stress. It's called nutrigenomics, the science of using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging. Another root cause of aging is the depletion of mitochondria in your cells as you age. Mitochondria that are the powerhouses or engines of your cells. Nutrigenomics delivers a 1-2 punch that creates stronger cells that are better equipped to fight the effects of aging by using the NRF2 pathway to help the body produce more antioxidants and using the NRF1 pathway to boost mitochondrial production, which inhibits the aging process and increases the energy level in your cells. Aging is inevitable. The rust comes back. The engine loses some power. But now we don't have to take aging lying down. LifeVantage's study of nutrigenomics fights the root causes of aging to help people look and feel younger naturally. LifeVantage, at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
Guys, we are so excited for what we're going to be sharing with you about products that are going to help you look, feel, and perform better and not cost you any more money. Because I will bet that in these 6 different areas, you're already spending money, and all you need to do is redirect the funds that are going there. So this is $600 billion that is being spent in these 6 different areas. How about anti-aging? There's $300 billion being spent there. Skincare, $121 billion. Hair care, $85 billion plus. And pet care. We all love our little fur babies, right? And we spend a lot of money taking care of them. $67 billion in this market. How about energy? Your Red Bulls and energy drinks. $50 billion is being spent for mental clarity and energy. How about weight loss? It's a massive problem in the world, and it's $37 billion strong being spent there.
And it all started with our company with this product here, Protandim, the NRF2 Synergizer. And as you can see, it's 5 all-natural herbal ingredients, which have been proven to lower oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. What does that mean? We all breathe oxygen, so we're undergoing oxidative stress like an avocado does when you cut it open and leave it on the counter. But our body responds naturally. And when given these 5 herbal ingredients in the form of this Protandim NRF2 Synergizer, what it does is it supports the natural cellular repair that we already have inside our bodies, and that rejuvenation process. It just makes it much, much more efficient on how we deal with the oxygen that we are surrounded by daily, and it literally increases. And it's the first natural product ever proven by the National Institute on Aging to slow down the aging process and thus extend life in mammals, in this case, male mice. And you may say, we're not mice, and you'd be right, but we are mammals and we have the same systems that they do. And I also want you to notice the third-party endorsements of this amazing product from the Banned Substances Control Group, from the world's most elite athletes in collegiate professional sports and Olympic sports, and the NSF, the gold standard in consumable products. And it's not just my opinion. I love the fact that there's actually published literature, hardcore medical science behind this, done in journals like the Journal of Free Radical Biology and Medicine, and Circulation, the Journal of the American Heart Association, done at universities like Harvard and Virginia Commonwealth University and The Ohio State University, just to name a few. These are all independent research funded by these universities and published in these very prestigious medical journals. But if you're not science-minded, if that stuff goes over your head or quite frankly overwhelms you, what about the media coverage that's been literally everywhere, from NBC to the cover of the Wall Street Journal to the Today Show, ABC News did an amazing piece on it that started this whole thing, and Marci will mention that in a little bit. PBS did the Health Quest show, an entire show on it. And Dr. Phil actually had Donny Osmond on his show, where Donny Osmond talked about this fountain of youth that he found called Protandim, and actually showed the bottle. It was pretty spectacular. And for those of you that are business thinkers and business-minded, look at the patents. We have 7 domestic patents to protect the intellectual property that makes up the products in this business. And Protandim NRF1 Synergizer. So we start by slowing down the rate in which our cells age and make them more efficient. And then with this product, which is also 5 natural ingredients, we actually get directly to the energy of the cell, the very part of the cell that produces energy, the mitochondria. By improving the performance and the production of the mitochondria, it enhances the cellular health by producing more energy by the mitochondria. It boosts the production of it, and it increases that cellular fuel that is put out by the energy of the mitochondria called ATP. And again, like Protandim NRF2, it carries the BSCG and the NSF certifications. Now, ProBio, it's one of the things you've heard before. You are what you eat. Well, I'm going to modify that a little bit. You're not what you eat. You're what you digest. And good nutritious food is absolutely important, but not at the expense of making expensive bowel movements because you don't have proper bacteria, which we call the microbiome, the gut tube, the bacteria inside your intestines. This patented formula with Wellmune in it and with an amazing technology called BioTract that surrounds the pearl-shaped tablet as it goes down into your stomach. It's not neutralized by the very acidic environment. It literally goes down into the small intestine, through the small intestine, into the large intestine to deliver its contents of 60% of the bacteria that you take by mouth gets to its end destination. Compare that to 4% of the average on the market out there. It's 15 times stronger because of that BioTract technology and the Wellmune, and it's the bacteria that your body needs to have a proper digestive system. And Omega Plus. This kind of rounds out what we call our daily core 4 of products. Our Omega Plus, where it's literally the building blocks of your brain, the free fatty acids that make up your brain, primarily the omega-3 and the omega-7s. You notice the absence of omega-6. We don't have any filler, rancid omega-6s in there because most of them are not good for you anyway, but in the presence of vitamin D as well with proper EPA and DHA balance. And what I love about this the most is how it's sourced. Deep water, cold, pure, non-pollution affected fish. And we actually have boat to bottle purity with our GPS location systems to track every single lot number that we make. So this rounds out what we call our vitality stack to give you extra vitality. Who doesn't want better health from the 4 main quadrants of your body, from your brain, your digestive system, your cardiovascular system, your cellular health as a whole, and the cellular energy that comes along with that makes up our daily core 4 or our vitality stack. And then Axio. Axio is probably my favorite product to take, not only because it tastes amazing, but because of what it does. Marci mentioned previously, the Monster, the Rockstar, the Red Bulls out there. This has nothing whatsoever to do with that or anything like it except the massive, massive benefit that you have in energy, but not at the expense of the crash. This is smart energy, which deals with the energy production of the brain, specifically neurotransmitters. It's literally brain food. It improves mental endurance, mental focus, acuity, concentration, which is how important is concentration in this busy, chaotic world where our attention span's about 2.2 seconds. It enhances the mental fatigue that your ability fights off. It gives your brain the ability to do that by fighting off its own mental fatigue and its brain fog. It increases your mood as well. And it's clean, it's low calorie, it's low carb, it's vegan. Yes, I said vegan. It's banned substance control group approved as well. No artificial colors, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial flavors, no added sugars, no GMOs, no gluten. And guess what, guys? There's a decaf and a caffeinated formula for if you've got kids that would like better concentration.
And you guys, remember I mentioned that weight is a problem. And I don't mean people that are in great shape. I'm talking about the ones that are having struggles with their weight. It's one of the biggest crises, I think, in the world today. We are an overweight people. And so that's why we don't have a diet to offer you. We have a smart weight management. That means that with these products combined with a healthy diet and exercise, it works to give you the support you need to have healthy weight management. So right now, this system I'm super excited about, by the way, because it's under construction and we have a whole new system that's going to be coming to you in February, as well as a new physique challenge that each one of you can be part of. So one of the things that I really want to point out about this physique system is our fat burn product. Down there at the bottom right, you see the graphs there. This is about the physique fat burn. This is my favorite. As a matter of fact, I've got it over there on the table. We just ate and I'm ready to go take my fat burn, right? But this fat burn has been shown to have 254% greater reduction over placebo of abdominal fat. So that spare tire, guys, that muffin top, this product helps you target that. And on top of that, the bottom right corner blows my ever-loving mind every time I read it. And that's 964% greater release over placebo of the lipolytic effect, meaning the release of the free fatty acids. Okay, so if you don't get rid of fat, or if you don't break down the fat, you can't really wash it out and get rid of it. So this is going to help you break down the fat so that you can actually target the visceral fat, the difficult fat, so you can have much better results. True science. We have a whole system here, one for your skin and the next one for your hair. So we'll talk about the hair next. But the beauty system, guys, this is not just for women.
No,
this is
it's
a
not.
skincare system. It is the only skincare system in the world that activates NRF2 in your skin and gives your skin the ability to heal itself. So when it comes down to fine lines and wrinkles, I never asked for them for my birthday or for any holiday for that matter. And this system
Oh,
actually helps me heal my skin so that they go away. Yes, I said go away, right? I never asked for you. So this actually helps you with skin damage caused by oxidative stress. It can also help your own skin's protective barriers to step it up and to really do a great job for you. And how about providing protection against all of the toxins that are in the air, those environmental assaults? And it also helps with any sun damage. We live in Arizona, and that's a big deal, right? But this is the True Science skincare system. And on top of that, we just released our hair care system. And this thing, guys, is blowing people's minds. The results that we're getting before and after pictures. Please ask whoever invited you here to this opportunity overview to see some before and after pictures, because it really is just mind-blowing. This is a very clean and green system. And as a matter of fact, our skincare is too. Both of these systems you can find on the Think Dirty app, and it is just a measurement of toxicity. And ours are super clean and super green. It means it's good for your body and it's good for the environment. They're all mindfully formulated with the NRF2 ingredients. Helps to protect your hair while working on your scalp, because if you don't have a healthy scalp, then you're not going to have healthy looking hair, and you could possibly even be thinning or losing your hair because of your scalp problems. So this system actually targets the scalp. It helps to nourish it and support normal hair growth cycles. It also improves shine and body for fuller and thicker looking hair. We love ours. Totally love it. And our dog, oh my gosh, I say our dog just because she's like our favorite, right? But how about how fast our dogs age? They age 7 times faster than we do because they have 7 times the oxidative stress. So we have a product for that. It's actually the only product in the pet world that actually helps to reduce oxidative stress and extend the lifespan of dogs, all while helping them with shinier coats, increased playfulness, more energy, and it helps to support their joint health as well as their hearing and eyesight. So please make sure that you get some of this for your favorite four-legged family member as soon as possible.
And there you go. You've got the entire biohacking system right there, our entire catalog. So what, again, reiterating our Vitality Stack, our Daily Core 4, our True Science line there with our skincare and our hair care, our Pet Tandem line, the Axio, the Brain Food, and our Physique Weight Management line. There you go, guys. The complete biohacking system right there. You can choose your level of biohacking if you'd like to start slow by just simply extending the life of your cells and increasing their efficiency, or you can go full tilt on it with our Vitality Stack, the Activated Essentials, our Pro Tandem Duo Synergize. Whatever the case is for you, we've got a biohacking kit for your budget.
Now that you've seen that we have products that fit in all 6 different categories and all you need to do is redirect your spending, we need to talk business. The name of our company is LifeVantage. We've been around since 2003. We've had that Pro Tandem NRF2 being sold since that time on store shelves. Can you believe it? Well, the problem was it was new technology. People didn't understand it, so we didn't sell very much. So in 2005 is when that ABC Primetime investigative report aired, and everybody found out about what we had. We had a lot of people order overnight, and we had all kinds of phone calls come in asking to use our finished product, Pro Tandem NRF2, in the scientific research and studies that you had Dondee just shared with you that you can go and check out for yourself. So what that did is it gave us all of the validation that we needed for a product that we knew the world needed to go into a new way of sharing the information, and that is word of mouth. So we decided to switch from retail into network marketing in 2009, and that basically got it into so many more people's hands. It went from $3 million a year being sold in stores to over $200 million a year being sold word of mouth. We have been publicly traded since 2003. So everything that I'm telling you, you can go and check out. Our ticker is LFEN, and we're on the NASDAQ. Plus, we have got such a phenomenal corporate leadership team that are taking us to $1 billion company in the next 3 to 5 years. We're super excited about that. But their over 100 years of experience is exactly what LifeVantage needed. These are the countries that we're currently open in, the top 2 rows of flags. These are our 12 markets in 15 countries where we can share this information, sell products, and enroll customers and distributors into LifeVantage. We have 5 more countries that are coming on board before the end of June 2019. That's Greece, Ireland, Spain, Belgium, and France. We also have an amazing global customer program for countries where we're not open for business yet, where people can order products and start having a product experience before we're in their country, and they can join as business partners. The missing flag down there is mainland China. So we also have mainland China as part of our global customer program. So being a first-time network marketer, I knew that if I was going to do something like this, that I needed to have a proven system in place to help me. I need to be able to have a team of people because I had a vision of having a laptop lifestyle, being able to build a business using social sharing and online, right? Well, LifeVantage has taken it a step further. And with the LifeVantage app that has been developed in-house with brand new technology, again, we're at the forefront of this new app technology. It is machine learning. The more that we use it, I'm building my business, our business, from our cell phones, anywhere that we have Wi-Fi or cell service, all with the LifeVantage app. It's also getting ready to interface with all social media platforms, and it will start learning what your prospects are looking for through their Google searches, just like Facebook does. Yeah. So you'll know, sometimes even before they do, that we have something that they are looking for. Plus, we have an amazing team system to where you're in business for yourself, but you always have a team of people there to love on you and support you and lift you up. Our company has put together this phenomenal training system as well, where we have training every single month. You will have something coming to you to where you can learn to be a professional because we want you to be successful in this endeavor. This is your business. This is your life. This is LifeVantage. We do it together. We actually have our next corporate event coming in February. We're going to be in Charleston, South Carolina. Can't wait to see so many of you there. And we will be getting so much information to help us all go to the next level. But just keep in mind, this is your business and you're going to be able to take control on your terms. Everybody starts part-time, nooks and crannies, and builds from there. This is another part of this amazing system is our replicated website. This is a site that comes to you free with your enrollment package. You get to share with your friends and families information on all of our products, the company, our system, and the science, all from this amazing website that is yours for free. On top of that, we make checkout simple and easy as a breeze for our customers. Once you've talked to them about the products they're interested in, you can go into our online shopping portal, create a shopping cart for them, send them the link, and all they have to do is put in their personal information and their payment information and check out, just like that. Quick. Or let's make it faster. You use that LifeVantage app that our company has developed. Their information will already be in there. It will auto-populate into that shopping cart. All they have to do is put in their payment information, and we're talking about like 2 and 2, and they're checked out. It's like so easy. I love the simplicity of building this business. So let's talk network marketing facts quickly here. A lot of time I've heard people say, well, nobody makes money in network marketing, or only the people at the top. Let's dispel that right now. A lot of money gets made in network marketing. As a matter of fact, in 2011, $158 billion was spent on products and services in network marketing. And in 2017, that jumped up to $189 billion spent. On average, companies pay out 40% of every single dollar to the people that share the information. So anyone that is talking about a product or service in network marketing, they're getting paid. They're making money. And some people are making a lot of money. It's just because they've put in more time and effort to build it.
Now, how do you capitalize on this opportunity? Well, just like location in real estate, it all comes down to timing in a business opportunity. And there's 2 separate curves that I'm going to talk about individually. The first one is the red curve. As you can see, it's a bell curve. It's called the diffusion of innovation bell curve, and it has everything to do with how people embrace new ideas or new information. So if you look from the left to right, you have innovators, which is the first 2.5%. So remember when the iPhone came out, there was the iPhone 1. A few people went out and bought it. Some people stood in line for it. They were the Apple devotees, but it was only 2.5%. The next category of early adopters have one thing they're waiting for: someone else's experience or someone else's opinion. And so that was when the iPhone 2, the iPhone 3, maybe even into the iPhone 4, they were waiting for someone else to have an experience before they jumped on board. But look at the numbers, much greater numbers, 13.5%. And then as the iPhone 5, 6, and 7 came out, you tap into this massive population of the early majority. But what happened? Time and people's experiences and opinions. And then the second largest number there is also the late majority. What's the difference? As you can see, reading again left to right, very few people want to be first in the 2.5%, but literally nobody wants to be left behind. That's the late majority. Well, how do you capitalize on this reality? You get involved in a business before it becomes commonplace or common understanding. So now let's look at the blue or the purple curve, okay? This is called the business S-curve. Whereas when a business starts and it goes through what is called the early phase or the pioneering and formulation phase, it's relatively unknown. They're waiting for people to have an experience on the products or the business. And then it hits this next phase, which is that steep vertical climb called momentum, where you see that asterisk. It's where 80% of the growth of the company happens, and the people that are involved in the company before that time ride that wave of success all the way up to where you see the purple arrow, which in business terms, it's too late. So when would be the sweet spot for you? It's before those two lines intersect, where you see that asterisk, and even before, where you see the early, where it says early and then the logo. That's literally where we are right now. We've been in business for over 10 years. So we're as far as about the understanding of people that have had the experience, relatively speaking, globally, we're in that innovator to early adopter phase, which is a perfect opportunity for you or anyone that you know to get involved before the world knows about it, to capitalize on that massive part in the middle where the growth is, the momentum process. Now, how do we get started? You fast track with a pack. We've got two options for the business builder. We have the gold pack and we have the silver pack. Both of them, it's a low startup cost, significantly solid earnings potential for a part-time to start, because 95% of people that are joining this business and any business like it who join our team are doing something else full-time. So let's look at the option to left, the gold pack. So for $650 plus tax, there's free shipping, you get some of our most popular products to try. You don't get the entire product line, but you get the most popular products, and you get a business kit with this. Also, you get a free ticket to our next business training. So it's not getting the business is step one, learning how to build the business, especially if you're like Marci and I, and it's your first time in network marketing. It comes with a free ticket to the next corporate event where you get training. But for the serious people, the gold pack is not the option. It's the platinum pack, which is $1,250 plus tax. Again, free shipping. This comes with our entire catalog of products. In fact, it comes with almost $1,500 worth of product for $1,250 plus tax. But it also comes now with 2 tickets, either to our next 2 corporate events, 1 entry, or 2 entries into our next corporate event, which, as Marci said, is next month in Salt Lake, or I'm sorry, in Charleston, South Carolina. But I want to show you the things called the assets. That's where the true value alone, I mean, obviously you've got almost $1,500 of product value anyway, but the corporate team and the experience and the corporate headquarters and the production facility. So you're not making your own products. You're not doing any delivery. So we have a shipping department. Our quality control department is second to none in the industry. Our customer service, we have an entire room of people answering questions when people call in. Our website, you get a free website, as Marci said, in the IT department to keep it looking beautiful and working correctly. Our advertising department, our marketing department, our legal and compliance department. When we deal with products that are consumable, legal and compliance is of utmost importance, and an accounting department. Our checks get out on time, and they're amazingly large most of the time, and our events and promotions, so that to help us build our businesses, those that relatively come for free with your gold pack or your platinum pack. But now let's talk about how do we make money, because everybody knows 2 paychecks are better than 1. If you've already got one, how about another? Well, how do we make money? First, let's talk about how is products being sold. Think of the people that, as Marci and I were discussing the products, what names popped into your mind? Don't discount those names. Those are going to be your network of customers or your network of consumers. Give them the opportunity to purchase these products to increase their quality of life and enhance it. But what about the people that would love a second side hustle or another paycheck? They've only got one right now and they would love a second one. Those are going to be the people you share this information with. They could become your next network of or distributors, rather, your business partner. So how do we make money? When people purchase products, commissions are paid. We get paid weekly, we get paid monthly. We have a Smart Start bonus. So for the people who join your team as customers or as distributors, you get 30 to 40% of their product volume the next month based on the size of the package that they purchase. We also have launch bonuses. That's what determines that. So you grow your team with extra incentives and bonuses to get you going so that you can become profitable. Now, monthly, you're getting paid monthly. We have royalty commissions, right? So every month we get paid on the volume of products that comes in. It's called our royalty. We have a generational matching bonus where 30% literally of our income comes from. So when you enroll someone, you get 10% of the volume of the check that they make, not taken from them, matched by them. So you get 10% of everything that the people that you enroll make. And then when they enroll people and they enroll people and so on, you get an additional 5% of the matched by the company of the checks that all of those people make. Now, why would the company do that? Because they want to help you help your people. Because unfortunately, the greatest black eye in this industry historically is people that got involved and nobody helped them. We've cured that problem by giving incentives financially to have at least 5 levels of people to help you and you responsible to help the 5 levels below you and ongoing that way. We also have elite pools. So when you build your business to a certain level, which we call the elite level, you share in up to 4% of global revenue around the world. Every product sold, you get a percentage of once you reach those elite ranks, 1% to 4%. Then we have rank bonuses. As you get your next rank, you get bigger checks, and we'll talk about that on the next slide. But one of our favorite things to do is give away free stuff worth $25,000. The most popular choice, as you can see there, is what we call our My Life Venture program with a branded LifeVantage Jeep of $25,000 of volume or of value. You just pick the color that you want. Now, how far can you take this? As Marci said previously, we are a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ. As such, everything we do is a matter of transparency, including this document that you're seeing now. This is called our income disclosure statement. And I want you to pay very close attention to one column, what is called the monthly average, third column in, reading left to right. From our distributor at the top of making $13 a month on average to our executive master pro 10, $110,000 per month. These are monthly average. And then there's monthly maximums, there's monthly minimums, but everybody can be average. So we want to talk about realistic numbers. Well, how does this work? How do you rank advance? How does your business grow? As you share this information with your people and they share it with their people and so on, people purchase products from you and they join your team as distributors. And as your volume goes up every month, you increase in rank. So as your volume hits, and I'll talk about our first highlighted number there, or rank there in blue, Pro 3. Our Pro 3 is an average of $5,000 of product volume coming in every month, which gives you a residual check, part-time now, $580 a month on average. That's a car payment and insurance. And in some areas of the country, it's even approaching a mortgage. What could your family do? Or what would $580 a month in the average American family do to change it? Significant amounts. Well, look at the next rank. When you get about $20,000 or $20,000 of monthly volume coming into your business that's balanced properly, you hit the rank of what is called a Premier Pro 5. Look at that, $2,553 or $51 per month on average. Guys and gals, that's $30,000 a year part-time on top of what you're already making. This is a residual income, guys. So what would your family do? What would the friends and family that you know with an extra $30,000 a year working part-time? It's life-changing, literally. And if you take the next rank, Elite Pro 7, $100,000 a year. I mean, that's outrageous. Marci and I have built an Elite Pro 9 business where we're helping hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people around the world. But we're not anywhere near being done. And that's not because we want it personally. We cannot reach our goals until we help as many people as we can reach theirs. So I would just invite you to pick a number in that monthly average income that suits you, that would make it worth your while to even get involved. and get back to the person who sent you here and let us show you how you can achieve that.
Seriously. So let's talk about lifeline options. Basically, this is the year you're born, the year you die, that dash in between. That's your lifeline. Most of us were taught and trained that the traditional plan was the only option. That's where you're born, you grow, you go to school, and you learn for the first 20 years of your life. Then you start making decisions of who you're going to work for and what kind of career you're going to have, right? And then for the next 40 to 50 years, you're going to spend 40 to 50 hours every single week minimum earning a living, working for somebody else, building their dream to hopefully be able to retire. Retirement age isn't 65 anymore, guys. It's now 73. And the death year or your life expectancy is only 77. So that means that you could potentially be one of the 5% that ends up having enough retirement that can retire at 73 and live your life the way that you want to for that last 4 years. Or you can make a different decision today. You can't unsee the stuff that you've seen so far, right? So how about a lifeline option with LifeVantage? The first 20 years or however many years old you are right now are what they are. But what if you make a decision right now to do something different for the rest of your life? What if you decide to spend the next 5 to 10 years building an asset that is willable for generations of leveraged income with LifeVantage? This is where you actually get to spend that 5 to 10 years earning while you're learning and then helping others do the same. So that when you hit that 10-year mark, like if you're my age, 47, at 57, I could then retire and live my life the way that I wanted to, with who I wanted to, wherever I want to, no matter what the cost, helping as many people as I want to help, having enough to do enough, living life, right? Because I made this choice to do something different. And each one of you could do the same thing. If I do that right at this second, retire at 57, that gives me 16 more years than anyone else to be able to live my life. So what option sounds better to you, guys? And always keep in mind that you never want to depend on a single source of income. You build this in the nooks and crannies and part-time of your life. And also keep in mind that you do have to give an investment of time and effort to build that second source. So why not do it with a company that believes this? That not only can we help an individual make their family better, but we can help that family make their community better. And we can help that community make their state better and make that state help the whole world be better. And we are doing this partnered with a company that believes that we have the opportunity to leave a legacy, not just a home legacy, but a world legacy. And we have a LifeVantage legacy. These are just some of the organizations that we've partnered with over the past 10 years to help make people's lives better. Currently, we're working with families helping families, where we actually raise the money and build the homes for people in Mexico that wouldn't have them without LifeVantage. So we invite you today, please get back to the person that invited you to this information. Tell them thank you. They cared enough to invite you. And then also tell them on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you fall? If you're an 8, 9, or 10, let's get you started today, because this is an earn as you learn opportunity. If you're a 6, 7, or even a 5, just let the person know what you need to see or hear to help move you up that scale so we can get you started building your asset of leveraged income. And if you're less than that, or if you just don't see yourself doing this type of business, that's okay. It's not for everyone. But anyone that you have thought about, please make sure that you pass their information on as referrals to the person that shared this information with you, and make sure that you ask for your shopping cart to get started on LifeVantage products today so that we can help you start biohacking your body with Nutrigenomics, taking control of your own DNA. So guys, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate you and are super blessed to have spent this time with you.
Absolutely. Good night, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in with us.